Alrighty. We are back. I can't type today, guys. Alright. Be on Cloud Kingdom. Everybody likes Cloud Kingdom. Alright guys, we are on WCS Cloud Kingdom. We are a little late on this matchup. The game is already tied 1-1. We have BloodWizz, our red Protoss in the top right, and DarkSteel, our yellow Protoss in the bottom left. And let's get this show on the road. From what I hear in the chat, BloodWizz has defended and or lost to a 4-gate or cheese or a cannon rush, and defended one or the other. Not sure which was which, but they are tied 1-1, and DarkSteel has only been throwing cheese at him. However, this is the semifinal match of the Infinity A-Team open bracket we hold every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find us on infgaming.net. We are Team Infinity, and you can watch my stream. I stream my ladder matches, League of Legends, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The B Team, which is the Bronze, Silver, Gold League, which we run on Saturday nights, 6 p.m. PST, and you are more than welcome to either join us at both events, watch one, play one, and be a part of our community. So we got DarkSteel and BloodWizz both opening up with about the same timings for everything. Both at 14 probes, both got their gateways down. Doesn't look like too much going on here, just standard play. Although DarkSteel does have his assimilator out first. It's just a little bit ahead of BloodWizz overall. Can make the difference in PvP. As we all know, this can be a volatile matchup. BloodWizz dropping his second pylon. DarkSteel doing the same. And we have a scout. BloodWizz is going to be the first to reach his opponent. Be able to see what's going on. Just standard cyber core, no big deal. As he starts his own. So it looks like we both opened the same here. 17 supply apiece. Not a big difference. DarkSteel drops his second assimilator, which can be crucial information as BloodWizz has identified. Curious to see if he'll do the same. Could be DTs. Could be a 4-gate. And BloodWizz drops his as well. He's just slightly behind his opponent. Could make all the difference in a 4-gate. 21-21. Both starting their first zealot. 22 for BloodWizz. DarkSteel cutting probe production. Warp gate started for DarkSteel. BloodWizz hasn't quite gotten there yet. Don't think he's noticed he's finished. And there it is. Any chrono boost. Not using his second geyser. DarkSteel been mining out of his for a second. Checking for a proxy. Scouting for that probe. BloodWizz already pulled back. Gonna watch the watchtower. BloodWizz gonna get his first shots off on this probe as he gets to scout his main as well. We'll see if he goes to pick him off. Another pylon into the back. DarkSteel floating around the main. Zealot stalker out for DarkSteel. And here's the stalker out of BloodWizz. Gonna go ahead and snipe that probe down. No big deal. Should be able to micro to that. Not paying any attention. No worries. DarkSteel still scouting the edge of his base for probes as if he's been the one that's been cheesed all this time. 2 gateways out for BloodWizz. Stargate. Stargate opening out of DarkSteel. Followed by a second gateway. Interesting choice. I'm not a fan of this. I don't like Stargate openings. They're very hard to control. They can do some damage. I'd be curious to see how this plays out. If he can get a Phoenix out real quick. And he does go for that Phoenix early on. And he's going to have a force field for this ramp. So BloodWizz is not going to be able to get up into his main. He's just taking the watchtowers. Got his robo on the way. 2-gate robo. With a Twilight Council. A little too much tech on one base, honestly. Probably see some blink. BloodWizz got a decent amount of units. He's probably going to lose first unit up the ramp if he gets force fielded. Maybe 2. Oh, and he snipes the sentry. Not bad. Needs to pull that zealot back. Keep him protected. I don't know if he saw that Phoenix. Not quite sure if it was in his vision. He does have the second one out, so he will be able to lift. And he has finished his warp gate. He only has 2 warp gates, though. Free lift on both stalkers. That's brutal. First shot's off to both sides. And DarkSteel has the advantage with being the defender. And he's just going to go ahead and leave with that. There's not enough energy for the Phoenixes to pick anything up, so they are irrelevant at this point where they're trying to build up that energy. BloodWizz got his observer out. Not that he needs to know what's going on anymore. He's already seen everything. DarkSteel chasing across the map. Got his 3rd Phoenix out. He's going to be able to pick something up with that. And his energy is building up on the others. Got about a few more seconds. He's going to be able to pick up these stalkers and pick them off for free. There is no sentry in the main for BloodWizz. He is not going to be able to do anything about this. He needs to warp one in. He's not going to be able to hold his ramp. The Phoenixes are going to walk right up, pick up anything that comes out. This Immortal is going to be virtually useless. And this is going to pay off. BloodWizz got 4 stalkers out on the map. So he's going to be able to push this back a little bit. I'm actually surprised because DarkSteel should be able to take a lot of this. And he is expanding, so he doesn't want to go all in on this. Gonna probably go pick off some probes, see what he can get for free. Scout the main. Blink is just about finished for BloodWizz. Just scouting around with the Phoenixes. Second base is killer. He's got the observer. He needs to scout that base. DarkSteel being pretty active with his Phoenix movement, although he hasn't picked up any probes or done any more economical damage. Supply is close, but DarkSteel is currently supply blocked. BloodWizz warping in some more stalkers. DarkSteel got his own Robo Bay on the way. Still sitting on 2 gateways, surprisingly. He's able to contain with these Phoenixes. Gonna go get some free probes here probably. There goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is murderous. Almost 8, 9 probes he shoots down real quickly. It looks like BloodWizz doesn't care. He's just going to go out across the map, and all that energy wasted from those Phoenixes could actually hurt. He's going to have enough to be able to pick up a few units, but he's going to... He cuts back. Not sure what he's doing there. Love to see BloodWizz push in. He's actually got more of an army out towards the middle of the map. As he's going to start a couple pylons. Looks like he wants to warp in on the high ground, not realizing that this base is here. He's going to be able to snipe that pylon. He's going to give DarkSteel a heads up. Gets a free probe. Let's see if he can do the economic damage by taking out this second base. That would be an amazing, amazing jump for BloodWizz. His pylons do finish up. He does warp in Zealots on the main. He's going to run those into the mineral line. That's going to draw the army back. He's going to get a free kill on this Nexus probably. DarkSteel choosing to deal with the main army. Can't decide what he wants to do. He's gathered all his units up. They're all in the same group. BloodWizz getting free probe kills all day long. And he's going to get this Nexus. This is actually beautiful play. DarkSteel forced to have to warp in pylons as he is supply blocked. And yet again, BloodWizz just picking off pylons. Both Immortals are going to go down to this, unfortunately. BloodWizz doing some killer damage. Almost all the probes. That is insane. Needs to just leave and let this be. Gonna go ahead and take his entire army back, lose a few stalkers in the process. That is a decent sized army for BloodWizz, but he's got nothing to back this up. A couple Immortals out on the field, a couple stalkers, but he's gonna run out of money real fast. He's got 3 probes queued up, doesn't have any mining going on. His income is 0 compared to BloodWizz's 580, 600. So BloodWizz warping in a bunch of sentries. He's continuing the attack with the Blink Stalkers, which is not wise. I would just pull back and defend. He's already done so much damage. He doesn't need to lose those units and these pylons and this probe. DarkSteel might have to just go all in here. BloodWizz needs to just pull back and defend his ramp. Pick off as much as he can. And just win the economical battle.
User joined your channel.
Casting this?
Yeah.
I'll leave. I'll talk to you later.
Cool. DarkSteel picking off a few more free stalkers. BloodWizz needs to pull his units back, not lose these sentries to this. And he's going to get 2 more picked up. Needs to force field that ramp so those stalkers don't get up. Needs to pull his units up, not worry about an expansion. There's the force field. DarkSteel just going to wrap around. Got a lot of units, few probes, getting his economy back up. Still not going to be enough. Going to try and pick up some... No, he's looking for units. He wants to get some units. Doesn't need to engage this. BloodWizz needs to stay up on the high ground, take the advantage he has. Not a bad force field. Good pickoff. His Immortals are out of the battle. He needs the force field. Needs to just pull up the ramp and force field. Pull up the ramp and force field. Come on, BloodWizz. There you go. He's going to lose that Immortal, but no big deal. No big deal. Going to force him back. Still decent supply for both. They're actually just about even. but most of DarkSteel supply is in army, and a lot of that is in phoenixes, which are really not going to help if we can get a lot of units on the field. Nice blink. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to pick anything off. He needs to just watch his edge, watch the high ground, not get picked up by those phoenixes. I would recommend a lot of zealots. Take out those immortals. Make those phoenixes pointless. Because who's going to pick up zealots with the phoenix? BloodWizz taking a slight supply lead. More immortals getting warped in by DarkSteel. Still patrolling the outside of his base. BloodWizz about 80% mined out in his main. It is going to hurt him. He's down about 300 minerals a patch. Whereas DarkSteel does have enough minerals because he did expand and did have less miners throughout the entire game. Let's see if DarkSteel chooses to pick up some more probes here. Gonna get some more unit kills. Let's take a look at the units lost tab. Still looking really bad for BloodWizz. Got 32 workers killed. BloodWizz has easily destroyed almost every worker for DarkSteel, and that is killer. DarkSteel just getting his saturation back up to speed. And we got an expand out of BloodWizz. This is brilliant. He needs to just keep these phoenixes out of his base, and they are low on energy still. Both players kind of settling back to their respective sides. Phoenixes just patrolling out in the middle. A lot of stalkers for BloodWizz. I'd love to see him warping some more zealots. Blinks to the high ground. Gonna lose some more probes here. Gonna hurt his economy a bit. Needs to blink. Cooldown's not quite ready. There it is. Might be able to pick off a few. He moves his army. Another nice blink. Not enough stalkers there though. Just kind of batting him around a little bit. DarkSteel regathering his army. Just in case he pushes. There's a forge out of BloodWizz, and I love the idea of going for upgrades, but he is just going for cannons. He's going to defend here. DarkSteel re-expanding to his natural and swinging back around to see those probes. And there another cannon started, and what can Phoenixes do about buildings? Blinks up to the high ground. Needs to just split those units. See if he can pick some of them off. And the Phoenixes just leave again. $18 workers to 19 workers to the 20 and nearly the 20-minute mark. This is PvP, guys. A lot of immortals. BloodWizz needs to counter with a lot of zealots. Those cannons will help, and really good force fields could help him in this engagement. And it looks like DarkSteel's moving forwards. He does spot those cannons and pulls back. Doesn't think he can have that engagement there. These Phoenixes might get picked off guard, and they do. One goes down. Cannon gets another. Beautiful, beautiful. DarkSteel realizing he has a disadvantage with those cannons sitting there. Still floating around, seeing what he can see. Kind of guarding the front. Another nice blink might pick off some more of these. DarkSteel just going to retreat back to home. His natural finishing up. BloodWizz is chrono boosting probes. Going for that economic advantage. Not using that robo facility. Going for the 1-1. I'm sorry, 1-0. DarkSteel with a big drone transfer. He's almost mined out in his main base, as is BloodWizz. Both these guys are basically still one-basing. BloodWizz has not dropped his gas geysers, and neither has DarkSteel. Both still surviving off their initials. And this is a long PvP. Templar Archives, interesting choice. Probably see some Archons here. I don't think he's going for Storm. Warps in a few High Templar there. And DarkSteel is going to scout, pick off a few more probes. Need to see a blink. A few units blink up to the high ground. Probably just enough to force these back. I would say BloodWizz is pretty well defended. And there's those Archons we're talking about. And those are going to do great damage against groups of units. Especially these Phoenixes, if they can get a shot or two off. And the cannons are going to get a shot or two off here. And BloodWizz is lagging. we're back. Would hate for this match to be cut off right there. Gonna see if he can get a few more probes. Nice blink. Only a few stalkers. He does pick off one more Phoenix. DarkSteel on 5 Immortals. Actually leading in the supply count. Leading in the worker count. BloodWizz just looking to defend. I don't think he knows that he has expanded. Gonna add a few more gateways here. Another Phoenix is being produced, and a Void Ray on the way. Small group blink there. I got a Zealot Sentry Archon force going with a few Stalkers left over from his initial force. Basically even right now. 22 minutes in, and BloodWizz looks like he's going to make a push. This could be the game deciding push. Not sure how this is going to turn out because he does have 5 Immortals out on the field, and those can do some heavy damage to those Stalkers and those Archons. Needs a lot more Zealots. I'm hoping there's the proxy pylon so he can reinforce this attack. And there's a Colossus and a Void Ray on the field. Colossus does not have range. DarkSteel warping in a few units, knows this push is coming. BloodWizz smartly working his way around towards the third so they can have even ground. Warping in a few more Zealots. He's going to take out this pylon. That is going to give DarkSteel a heads up. See what he decides to do here. He's going to wait for this pylon to finish up. Get another couple rounds in. Does have another round ready. Going to warp that in right there on that proxy pylon. 5 more Stalkers he chooses. And he is virtually broke. Trying to get in a position. Leading with the Zealots. And here's where we see it. Interesting force fields. The Archons just walk right through. No big deal. Doing huge splash damage. Both have Guardian Shield up. Immortals are pulling back. He's picking them off one by one. Lots of Stalkers still alive. Surprisingly. Needs to snipe forward. Picking off those Immortals. Going to clean up that first Colossus. The second one's on the field. And BloodWizz still has a lot of units out. And this could be GG as he's cleaning up the Phoenixes. Wouldn't expect DarkSteel to stay in this much longer. He's going to get a few more pro kills. Lots of Zealots warped in. Nothing coming out of DarkSteel. And there's the GG. And that is game. BloodWizz moves on to the finals.
Replay saved.
Briggs. I guess it's not Briggs. Sorry about that, guys. I can't read. Briesinger. Briesinger? I'm assuming. I don't know. Right, and we have moved along in the bracket. Got the invite. Here we go. Brasinger. I'm assuming it's Brasinger. I'm gonna go with that. Probably still call him Bringer. No big deal. Five, four. What's up, guys? I am Goose, and I am casting the Infinity A-Team tournament, the open bracket that we run every Sunday night. We have a semifinal match between Brasinger. I've been calling him Bringer all night apparently. Our yellow Zerg in the bottom right, and our BloodWizz, our Protoss friend, in the top left. This is a semifinal round. Both these players have been playing very well tonight. I've had a chance to see each of them play. This is on WCS Ohana Ladder Edition. Once again, the Infinity A-Team tournament. You can find us on infgaming.net, Team Infinity. You can follow my stream on twitch.tv/GooseSC2. So it looks like we got a early fast forge fast expand. I can't talk, guys. This is terrible. I can't do anything. It's too late. Brasinger just droning up as you would expect in a PvZ. Gonna get scouted by his Protoss buddy. Or should I say enemy. Doing a little harassment at the mineral line. We all love that. Got that hero probe. Gets pushed back. Taking hacks. Spawning pool goes down. Brasinger proclaiming it is his mineral patch. And that the Protoss need to stop invading everywhere. And we got quite a bit saved up here from BloodWizz. Is he going to Nexus first? Against the pool first? Nexus first, that's very greedy. And we got a hatch down. BloodWizz does not get to stop. A little upset about that, as you can see. Spawning pool just about to finish up. We'll see if he decides to pop a pair of Zerglings. Take a look here. Forge just going down, and Brasinger's going to spot this and see how greedy BloodWizz is playing. We do have an Overlord. I'd love to see a couple Zerglings for some harassment. No, no. Just droning. Not even worried about it. Basically finishes off his wall. Gate. Second pylon. It's got a good choke going on there. Zerglings wouldn't have made it anyway. Singer moving out for his third base. Like to see an early third base on Ohana. Especially against our Protoss buddies. Photon cannon finishing up. Gas going down for BloodWizz. It's going to be all macro out of Singer. BloodWizz has got himself a tower. He's about to lose it. Let's see if he spots this little Zergling coming up to take his probe out. Doesn't have speed. Bringing a couple friends along. Gateway does finish up. Doesn't have a probe anywhere for that cyber core. Gonna be a little late on that. Third base is about half done for Singer. And a cannon gets a free couple kills as the probe escapes to safety. Singer upset that he lost his little Zergling buddies. Got his patrol going on. Guarding his third base. Seems to be his favorite little buddy here. Second gateway. Early gateway out of BloodWizz. Looks like he wants a third. Gonna go ahead and start taking hacks at those rocks. Sending out this scout probe. Gonna be able to spot this third. Unless he gets picked off by these Zerglings at the watchtower. Still no gas out of the Singer, which is to be expected. Probe sneaks right on by, no big deal. Gonna get spotted. Gonna spot that third. Trying to run from those Zerglings. We'll see if he gets pulled here. Chasing him down. God, I wish I had speed. Oh my god. He's so fast. Oh, come on. You're not as fast either. We got a stalker out. Still picking away at those rocks. Gonna see if he can get a quick scout off. Another stalker coming out. Should see a Twilight Council somewhere, no? A lot of stalker production early on. I'm really surprised by this. Taking that early third. 3 stalkers on the map. Picking off those Watchtower Zerglings. Just being overall harassy. Is harassy a word? It is now. I just made it one. Gotta go see if he can punish this third a little bit. Doubt he's gonna be able to do too much. Probably should just go Overlord hunting. Gotta get a few shots off. And he is gonna find a free Overlord here. Queen's gonna get in the way. Focusing down some drones. No big deal. Couple kills. Grabbing that Overlord. Queen's in the back. Gonna see if he can out-micro him. Queen needs a little help. Gonna lose this. See if he can pull this Queen back. No, he is gonna lose it. 6 Zerglings pop. BloodWizz not paying attention. There's the micro. He's gonna get picked off. See if we can get a surround here. Nice corralling. Good surround. Picks off one, takes a second, and gets a third. So that might not be a very good trade overall. We're gonna see about even resources lost tab. But Singer losing a few drones. And BloodWizz being able to get up his third relatively easy. And a full wall off. Couple Zerglings. I should say nearly 16 Zerglings running across the map here. Let's see if these cannons can finish up in time. He does not have any. He has nothing but a sentry. They're going to squeeze through before the pylon gets down. Actually blocking that pylon. Get a surround on that cannon. A couple Zealots warping in. Needs to cancel that. He loses that. A little bit late on that force field, unfortunately. A couple Zealots doing damage. Not a bad force field there. Does not have +1. Zerglings are going to get free kills on the sentry. Going to go get some probes. See if they can harass the mineral line a little bit. Trying to kill that Zealot before it warps in. Does a ton of damage. A couple roaches in production. A couple more. Some free probes. Looks like Singer's going to pay back the damage. These cannons aren't going to be able to finish up. Not if they get focused. A couple more sentries getting warped in. Forces 2 more kills on cannons. Not a bad force field there. Zerglings dancing around. Gonna see if they can get some another free sentries. It's gonna hurt. More Zealots getting warped in. And he does manage to keep the sentries alive. Interesting force field placement. Everybody who's playing Protoss better be taking notes. Singer just going all drones. Drone, drone, drone. Not even worried about it. Knows the Protoss is taking a third. Not a lot of pressure he can do. He's got a lot of money built up. I'd expect to see a third and a fourth. Maybe even a macro hatch here soon. Working on his upgrades. There's that macro hatch we're all looking for. Going for +1 missile attacks. Probably going to see a decent roach push here. A couple roaches just lost their way. Taking some hacks to some pylons. Cannon finishes up. Going to force them back. Not sure how they got all the way out there anyway. Missed rally point, I'm sure. Spreading the creep with that Queen. Couple more roaches on the way. 11 more roaches. Some Zerglings. Macro hatch about half done. Got a good amount of workers. Up to 61. Actually, Protoss keeping up. 59 to 61 workers. That is phenomenal. Great macro out of BloodWizz. This is very interesting. Contrary to last game, I mean PvP, that's a tough match. You don't get to that worker count, but this is tough in PvC. Nice force field, trapping a few roaches there. Gonna let some Zerglings in. Getting some free kills. That roach is just stuck there. And the cannon's gonna finish it up for free. Singer's holding out. Got a slight unit lead as to be expected from Missouri. And he does drop that fourth. Does have that macro hatch just popping right there. Got his Queen ready for it. Leading in the supply count. But it is 3 base versus 3 base until Singer gets his fourth up. Trying to push in with roaches, seeing what's up here. See if he can snipe down that tech. Gonna get that upgrade. Needs to get canceled. I think he does get that cancel off. Singer picking off a pylon. Doing a little bit of free damage. As roaches regenerate health at a rate of like 600%. Isn't that right? That's close. At least that's what it seems like, right? force field there. Not sure quite what he was doing. He's got some problems getting out of that little choke point there. Everyone's got to take their turn. It's like a ride at Six Flags. We're going to full battle here. This is actually a bad engagement. He needs to pull back. Those roaches are just going to clean up. Free kills. Nice micro, just keeping him there. Going to get a free immortal as well. Cannon's doing damage, but it's not enough. This is actually killer. A couple zealots warping in. A stream of roaches. He's going to lose this third base. Singer just pushing in like it's nobody's business. Getting all these kills. Going to take out the cannon. GG from BloodWizz. He knows it's done. Good game.
Replay saved.
Right. I'm going to drop the stream here for just 1 second. Bring it right back up for you guys. Don't worry. Just trying to make it easy for us to edit later on and get this on YouTube.